Hello and welcome to another edition of Trotsky or Bust. Today, I guess I'll call it the Super Bowl edition. Not that I'm going to give you a pick. I don't know. I'd like to pick the Rams, not because I like the Rams, but I hate the Patriots. Unfortunately, I think they're going to win. They always, yeah, well, they didn't last year, but I think they're going to win today. I hope I'm wrong. And I'm a Detroit Lions fan, unfortunately, so I don't care. I'm also a Michigan Wolverine fan, and I still hate the Patriots. Not going to help. I don't care where Brady went to school. Anyhow, I'm not going to make a pick. I just want to talk about something real quick. I just saw Troy Vincent. He's the Players Union representative, and he was talking to someone who was a league representative. There was on CBS. I guess they're running out of things to talk about. They talked about how to work together. Look, if you're NFL or NBA or baseball, you shouldn't be negotiating with the owners. You need to be replacing the owners. Okay, you don't need them. The owners need the players. The players don't need the owners. All right, and you can do that. I mean, there's no reason. I remember a while back, LeBron James called NFL owners, plantation slave owners. Okay, get rid of them then. You don't need them. Do the same in the NBA. You don't need them. All right, NFL team. We only go by one team, the Green Bay Packers, because they're owned by a co-op. Not that the players own it, but they have their own. So their records are public. They make about over $150 million a year. There are 53 players on a team. That's $3 million a player. Okay, 3 million a player. Imagine a player. Now I know people don't care about players because even the minimum wage they make a lot of money. It's like I don't know about $500,000, but 3.5 million is a lot more than 500,000. And a lot of these players, we don't see them. We just see the Brady's and those. But most players just stay. Their longevity is they don't stay in the league very long, and a lot of them don't keep very much of the money that they made. Even though it seems like $500,000 is a lot. Imagine taxes, imagine paying your agent, imagine expenses. They have a lot of expenses in training. They're trying to always get better. So a lot of them, they're I don't know what the bank. I know once the bankruptcy a few years ago it was extremely high, but they don't make a lot of money. But $3 million additional, that would help a lot. Now some of them may blow that anyway. That's human nature. But a lot of them that change their lives. Those who only stay in the league for a year or two, that'll change their lives. And I'll give an example, not just to other uh, pro sports, but to Americans as a whole. You know, we just saw this with GM. GM got a huge bailout, and what did they do? They they just laid off a bunch. They closed down several plants. They're moving overseas, including one in Lordstown, Ohio, which is just down the road from where LeBron James is from Akron. We don't need the owners. There's a company in Spain, I'm saying it right, wrong. It's like Mondragon, Mundagran. And it started in the 50s. It was in this small, poor area in the Basque region. There were no jobs. And one day in church, I guess one Sunday, the priest said, if we're waiting for some company to come in here and bail us out, we're going to be waiting a long time. So they created their own company, and it's a co-op. And they have rules. Like one rule is that the highest paid employee cannot make more than, I think it's 8 times the lowest paid employee. All right. Now imagine if GM was a co-op. Will they be closing their plants and moving them overseas? Of course not. It's ridiculous to even think that. But that's what needs to happen. Unfortunately, we're just bombarded. We're seeing the news. The news is just lying to us. We forget that the news, they have their own agenda. Okay, they're worth billions of dollars. They will always. And right now, even though you see the strong progressive movement that's taking hold of America, they're still poo-pooing it. They're still making it look like Howard Schultz is a serious candidate. He's not. That's not where the country's going. And I don't know. The way to threaten him to fight back is, it's gonna revolutions usually go to extremes because basically the people with money are not going to give an inch. That's just how it happens, and eventually they'll get their heads chopped off. Unfortunately, that's how it's going to happen. And maybe, if you start scaring them now, but you can't even scare them. They own the news, and they'll pretend that it's not happening. They're right now pretending that this progressive revolution isn't happening. They're poo-pooing it at every chance. Even that idiot Bill Maher is, he brings on De Blasio from New York, who supported Hillary, by the way, and now he's pretending to be a progressive. Same with Kamala Harris, same with Cory Booker. Don't worry about the Democrats. Even if Bernie wins, it doesn't matter. They're not the solution. They're the problem. They still take the same corporate money that they took in the past. That's not changing at all. All right, none of that is changing. We need another party. The Democratic Party exists for one reason, that's to obstruct a party of the people from taking root. And that's it. That's all I have to say today. As far as the Saints getting robbed, fuck the Saints. I mean, if you're a fan of the NFL, any one of the 32 teams, your team gets robbed. Lions got robbed. They even have it called Calvin Johnson rule. They even got screwed in the playoffs against Dallas. You know, and they haven't won a Super Bowl ever. They haven't even been to one. So the Saints fans need to shut up. Nobody cares about your tears. Sorry. So I'll say go Rams because I don't want the Patriots to win. The good thing about the Patriots, though, is they always give us good games. Every one of their Super Bowls have been close, including last year where they lost, even though, and, Brady threw a Hail Mary that was almost caught. The year before that went to overtime. So give the Patriots credit. Now, of course, now that I said that, this game will probably be a blowout. So I just hope it's not a blowout. I hope the commercials are going to drive me crazy. The game is so slow because of commercial. You can't really enjoy a Super Bowl because of that. But that's it. I don't know who the halftime show is. I don't care. And keep the revolution going. Hopefully, we'll get there, even though it's getting poo-pooed by the media. Don't worry about that. It's still going to happen. All right, that's all I have to say. Please give me thumbs up, thumbs down. If you want to subscribe, click on that hammer and sickle. That'll subscribe you. And if not, then don't. Please give me a comment. Tell me what you think. Thank you, and Trotsky out. Enjoy the game.